Thank you for that national anthem. Good lord, where do you buggers find these things? Right, here we go here. Welcome once again to the NATTS Season 9 playoffs. It's match number 2 of the final 16. And boy, talk about an interesting draw and matchup there. Yes, it's your legendary, invincible, nigh invulnerable Wood Elf team. And boy, have these gotten attention. Coins flipped. And coins being given out to Conspeled. Well, he's going to make sure he calls a fair game. And as usual, as everyone predicts, it's going to be a fair game of Ookin at the Wood Elves. Well, the Wood Elves have seen this before, but let's see if they can change the story. And yes, I know I'm looking at it from this side here. Don't worry, we'll turn it around soon enough. But the action's all up here. Besides, I actually like to see what's going on here. Oh, looking at the tree. Yeah, oh, look, it's not moving. Not surprised there. Well, I hear this, Treeman's been really branching out on his skills, and you can actually see that is very true indeed. He's got the goal, and of course he's got the grab. These are two really good skills to have, especially when you're dealing with a one-turn touchdown. The grab, essential for the one-turn touchdown move. Something this team excels in doing. So, quick turn there. Not much actually happened other than a stun. And you can see, the Wood Elves are going to get stuck into. Yes, you got it. It's the Nurgle team. Like I said, they picked a hell of a matchup there first round. If there's a team that can potentially do something, it's the Nurgle team. And you're not going to do it that way. It's a bell rung. And that's an enormous swing right there, because it's one less disturbing presence on the field. If there's anything potentially in this game that could really mess up the Wood Elves, it's disturbing presence. Suddenly, even a handoff, not so sure. They might actually have to cage up and run this bloody thing. And there we go. Timber! And down he goes. 1 in 9. Fails it. Gets a reroll. 1 in 36 is it. Let's turn this one. We just turned it around, didn't we? Look, there it is. Alright, there we go. I'm really going to have to get a new cameraman, aren't I? Right. How much do I pay the cameraman? What do you mean it's half empty? Oh, fine. Full bottle of beer for the next new cameraman. Let's see if I get something even better this time. Meanwhile, beautiful positioning here. Boy, the Fluffy. He's got 2 in the Tentacles. That's what you want to do. I don't care if you got AG5. You're not getting away, sunshine. And there's a solid hit. And once again, that legendary teak armor is doing its great share. Like you can see here, quite frankly, he's not really bothering with, trying a cage. What's the point? Now, there's a multiple boot. He's trampolined, and there's a KO. He'll take that one, and that's one sucking less elf on the field. Now, don't get me wrong, though. This Wood Elf team has shown resilience in the worst of situations. Face it, they've had to play orcs. That's about as bad as you can get sometimes. Have you smelled those things lately out of that league? There we go. It's push me, push you. Now, and surprisingly, the Wood Elves have decided to actually be conservative. See? Not getting away, sunshine. How about you? And it's the hentai show again. Boy, I feel violated already. No, you don't want to look that one up. There's a solid hit. Down he goes, and the teak armor once again shows just how good it really is. And quite frankly, the Nurgle team will take advantage of the fact that with the hentai show going on in the rear with Fluffy, that's going to keep these 2 Wood Elves very contained. And now he's just going to force dice rolls as much as he can. Solid hit. Don't blame them for it. And there's a bell rung. And there is an interesting use of Fluffy there. As you can see, he's actually made sure he's gotten them. You've got a break tackle, and it's a brilliant move. He lays the hentai caressing love on the Walt Dancer, and I can see Wolverine is cringing as we speak. Because frankly, those tentacles are going where no one's ever gone before. Well, here come the One Elves trying to remaneuver to deal with this interesting problem. Let's turn it around. And there's a nasty sense of timing there. 3-man takes through. And you're not going anywhere. Well, this is going to force the One Elves to make some pretty odd decisions. And of all things, he actually fails the first dodge attempt with the agility 5 buzzers make the second one. And now here becomes the solid punch and well thought out, uses the block to actually get away from the tentacles, and he gets away with it a second time. Brilliant play there. Now you're seeing why this Wood Elf coach is one of the top threats in the final 16. He has had high predictions, but not powder predictions. And there's your mistake. What are you doing? You're hitting with them. And you got a bell rung, but it's a huge mistake by the Nurgle team. Fluffy never should be hitting. He should have used one of the other players, preferably with block, and at least peel the player away. Then put Fluffy in there. And the Wood Elves go, well, now what the hell we do? Big opportunity. Wood Elves absolutely capitalising on the blunder. And in they go. 2 dice. Fortunately, it's what we wanted with a double skull. Breath of relief there from the Nurgle fans. And boy, is that a foul breath indeed. Somebody tell them what toothpaste is. What's that? That's slimy too? Never mind. Well, Fluffy's back in. Now back doing his job. Now you're starting to see the trade-off the Nurgles have with the Nurgle Warriors, slow as all bloody get-go. Well, there's another expensive reroll used, but... well, don't you look tempting over there. Guess what you're going to get? No, not really. You're going to use this one? You realise this one could have done it, right? Well, never mind. Off he goes. Fortunately, Elm Stadium advantage there. Fans, quite frankly, just not getting into the actual sport of it by, putting the boot in. Something about they actually like their home team. And not missing a oof step. There we go. And it's something you don't see every day. Boot laid in. Constable Ed does get that one, but as we said, to make sure his wife looks good, he accepts the golden pantaloons with glee. Must take care of your wife. Good rule to remember, lads. Good rule to remember. Well, there we go. Push me, push you. I even cost them a precious reroll to do it. And once again, end-to-end time on the centre of the field, you're not getting anywhere. So at this point, yeah, you can see he's got the dump-out plan. And he's frankly deciding, you know what, this one's not going to work. And there you go, solid punch into the crowd, and you can see fans love that one. Much rejoicing. And he's going to feel that one in the morning, provided that it is the next morning for this team. But as you can see, it's an expensive one. And again, Elm fans loft the elf back to safety, and that is a good result there for the Wood Elf team. So, Nurgles have decided, well, let's just get calm, precise. I said calm and precise, not slippery and ice. Sigh. Well, he didn't need that reroll anyway, did he? Lumbering down the field, in he comes. You might have wanted to put a second one there just to make sure he went down, but, you know, just a thought. But now he's got him right where he wants him, completely surrounded. And Nurgle's proceeding up the field. Alright, what's he want to do here? Well, his decision is, quite frankly, wait another day. There's the miracle. And there's the dive. He got him. Only stunned. But don't worry, if I understand this sort of Nurgle team, they'll correct that really quick. And here come the rest of the lads. Let's take a look here at the skill selection they've got. What's he doing with leader? Well, I guess that's one way to get a reroll when you can't keep the money. He's carefully taking his time. Another swig of the scotch here. And there he goes. Alright, here we go. This is what was expected here. Cannot miss this one up. It's a chance here to hopefully reduce the elf team even further. And from his viewpoint here, he's already down one player, 1 KO. That's a good foul. That's a good boot. He's definitely used the rotten, slimy ones. Unfortunately, Constable Ed, well, quite frankly, his wife needs more. Don't blame him, she's quite the looker. That's why Constable Ed's got such good eyes. Well, that's pretty much it for that drive there. It's 1-0. And amazingly enough, Wood Elves only get one of their bells back. Let's keep a good eye on this one here. So, quite the cathedral over there. 4 KOs. And this is actually starting to look pretty grim. But unfortunately, it's one more turn before the half. That gets him a second crack to, you know, circulate the smelling salts and, well, try and figure out what's going wrong here. Now, here's the big question. Does he want to try to see if he can get one of these dawn touchdown things? He's got the movement. He just has to maneuver things just carefully right, and he's looking at it to try and get, because look at this Nurgle setup. He can do it. He actually can do it. Oh, here's the kick. That's certainly not a perfect kick, but oh! Horror! 1 in 36 suddenly by the tree. Second time this game. And that is a horrible showing so far. By old Iron Root there, he's just not having a good day. Must be his cousin. And well, suddenly Nurgle has turned this into quite a real challenging game. This is why this was predicted to be the match to watch of all the teams the Wood could run into. This is the one they don't want to be playing. Nurgle can really mess it up because now Disturbing Presence, all 5, count on 5, back on the field, and there goes the handoff and passing game once again. If someone did point out there, that was a horrible setup considering you need the Disturbing Presences in the front. I know you're trying to save your players, but here's the reality. Even if they're down, it's -1 on the handoff. You got lucky on the 1 in 36. Could be at this point, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, and goblins too, we might be seeing the pressure of the final 16 starting to get to these coaches. Well, let's find out now. He is up 1-0. Oh, that's fantastic there. The fans have gotten stuck in an old stadium, and there's a reroll. Here they come. What else? He rerolls that. He got him. It's a solid hit. He's down. It's the leader. That's a huge mistake, putting the leader up in the front, and it does pay dearly. He's dead. And yes, you saw that. Reroll taken away. It's nice to say they finally fixed that glitch. And here we go. Suddenly. Massive swing. That might be a reroll that's dearly needed. Why have you got the leader when he can be hit? Easily should have parked him right back there. This is again why this Wood Elf team has got quite a reputation. He picked them out, singled them out, and he made sure that one went down for the count. Nurgle team. It's a desperation reroll. And still 1 in 9. Well, there goes one of the very precious rerolls he's got now. He's literally in the space of a turn used 2 rerolls. That's all because of the downed leader. Nurgle desperately now trying to change the position, trying to change the situation. And you can see, well, he's got nothing better to do. It's a down wall dance, it's what you do. And unfortunately, Constable Ed, he's seen every foul so far, and guess what? You're out of golden doubloons. No more petalums for you, and that is it. You are immediately ejected. That literally means, yep, Constable Ed, 3 for 3 catching those fouls. That's a rather impressive record. Now I can see why they're asking the Black Goblin to referee some of these games. Frontline action here. What else? Get a bell rung. That could be a really big swing, because that means literally this is a 3-player swing on this drive. Suddenly the Wood Elves are looking ferocious on the field. And I even managed to hit Fluffy. Fluffy's bell's even rung too. What's going on? Who told the elves they can hit things? Well, clearly their coach. Got to admit. And no longer is it just teak armor. It's gotta be teak gloves, because these fists are just pounding it hard. It's knotty pine, more like knotty pine. Well, finally, Nurgle's got no choice but to try and get some kind of counterattack going. And that doesn't work either. Well, at this point, Nurgle's got really no choice here, but quite frankly, try to somewhat mark a few things up, but otherwise, it's all about containment. Because at this point, well, guess what? You're in the same situation the Orcs were. Good God, you're surrounded by elves. And finally, there's the break, literally, that the Nurgle team has been waiting for. 1 in 36, blown dodge, and it's even an injury to the Wall Dancer. And suddenly, new life, as close as you can get for a Nurgle team, surges, oozes, seeps into this team. A disgusting thought. And like a disease, he starts spreading himself across the field. Couple of solid hits. He's trying to get some kind of result. He finally gets one on the catcher. And Only a stun, but at this point, I hate to admit, he'll take it. And there's another good solid hit. He's finally got him. Where are you going, Sunshine? Down he goes. And unfortunately, from the Nurgle's viewpoint, he just ran out of players. What else? Well, suddenly this has kind of gotten topsy-turvy. Solid kick by the Wall Dancer. He gets another KO. What have you been feeding this one here? Must be Aveling wine, because he's hitting worse than them. Well, that's it. Freeman's fully decided to take a route, but not before he gets one last swing, and thanks to the power grab, you're not going anywhere, Sunshine. Meet and branch. And speaking of branching out, well, someone's tripped on one. Makes the reroll. And that's two. Are you japing me? No, barely not. Well, Constable Ed's too busy laughing at that one. He's like, are you serious? No, you're not getting that one. Well, now, suddenly, Nurgle teams realise they actually might have to protect players at this right here. Keeping this one locked up. Now, here's a solid punch. Hey, got him. And let's once again here for petrified wood. Also, then again, some people have said you get petrified wood anytime you see the Nurgle cheerleaders. You're petrified to have wood. In case they get interested on you. It's not like those Sunniche cheerleaders. Aye, those ones, well, you'll lose the kingdom for. Well, now, let's see. What if the Woodell's got in mind? You know what? How about you? You know, you've really left a valuable player quite vulnerable there. Fortunately, well, I think he's tired. Here come the Woodell's. It's a quick throw. Does he decide to score it now? Because of the play advantage, yes he does. It's 1-1. Well, here's the big question here. Can Nurgle recover this? There's another Wood Elf coming back in. Well, there's the tail. 3 out. And only 1. Uh-oh. This is not looking too good for the Nurgle team. Well, we're looking at the numbers here, and it's just horrific. You're still outnumbered by sucking elves. What's wrong with this picture? Clearly, got to get a new cameraman. But look at this. Have you ever seen such an horrible sight here? The Nurgle are actually down to all of 6 players. And they're facing 9 Wood Elves. Can they do it? That's a really good, solid question here. He's got the 4 turns. But from the viewpoint of the Wood Elves, they've got 3 turns to actually score this thing. Because, let's face it, with this design of Wood Elf team, this is what he specialises at, stealing the ball. And the fans once again give him yet another reroll. And it's a beautiful kick. Well, let's hear it for Zeech, but here's the funny part here. He's got his own team showing up. Just wait for it, lads. Meanwhile, up at the front line here. Well, Nurgle's looking to try and pay something back here. Fairly with a fist. And unfortunately, I think they should get a refund on those. They're clearly defective. They're not breaking elves. As we've noted before, well, it's teak armour. And rather impressively, once again, the Wood Elves are withstanding everything thrown at them. The Nurgles at this point here, they've got 4 turns, but they have to be surprisingly conservative how they move this ball up the field. Now, at the best of times, they're not exactly known for being a speed team, but here, well, do you want to risk overtime against this team, especially when you're down this many players? I think you know the answer for that one. And yes, you've been reading and saying that right here. foul appearance, disturbing presence hasn't had any effect in this game so far. So for a Nurgle team, they've been surprisingly un-Nurgle. This might have something to do with the gift of celebration soap sent to them anonymously by the league commissioner in preparation for reaching the final 16. And there's a good stomp down, and it's a bell. Clearly the Nurgle team could not take that one. Well, he took it alright, just not the way he likes to take it. Ask me sister. And there we go, it's a blitz down. And of course you're dealing with dodge because, well, elves. And now you're about to see what's left of the Nurgle team. Well, they don't really have much choice, do they? Here it is, the cage of the remaining players. And we've seen how well this actually works against this particular Wolf team. Don't get me wrong, it's the best move he's got. Meanwhile, our heroism in the centre of the field. And he got him 2 red dice. Well done, lad. And he's staying down. Timber indeed. This is why the Avelings like the proper new rules for the wood. For the 3-men, wood elves, they don't need it. Trust me, they really don't. But Avelings get +1 for standing up a tree after standing next to a down tree for each Aveling. And here's the heroic charge in. And it's a double fail. But surprising, he survives. Once again, teak armor, invest in it, love it, embrace it. It is the wave of the Wood Elf future. Speaking of the Wood Elf future, meet me fist. I foresee your stunned, lad. And this is it. This is the big Nurgle potato play. And he makes both of them. How about you? You got one more player. Where's he going? And amazingly, 2 heads. Fails the dodge not once, twice. You think he was a sucking elf. Oh, he's disoriented, alright. That may be the player he needed. Finally, foul appearance does actually make its, well, let's face it, appearance. That's what it's for. And it finally does something. Cost the reroll. Is that the reroll that's going to decide everything? And it just might be. It just might be it. And the Nurgle team, they can see it. It's right there. It's right there. Go. Good. Good. God. Ah. Try that again, lad. Duh. And collectively around the stadium, you hear a big sigh of relief. It's overtime, babies. It's overtime. Nuffle, you've done it again. I was suddenly understanding how the mighty Zector man felt after that game. Alright, Constable Ed. How you gonna call this one? He's made his decision, and yeah, there it goes. Have you got wood? It looks like, yeah, wood's got you. Now, this is not a Kislev game. Well, there it is. It's a brave face being put on here by the Nurgle team. They have managed to recover a few critical, but Fluffy once again still has not recovered from that yiffing of his tummy. Wood Elves have quite a capacity team here. Let's see how this one goes, lads. Extra reroll for the Nurgle team. They're gonna need it. It's like Nuffle's going, you know what, I feel bad for you, have one back. It's like the sucking government, isn't he? You can have back what was already yours to begin with. You dick. Right. Well, enough about that. There we go, it's a heroic charge. It makes perfect sense here. He charges in. He's got him. Boiling on. Does not work. And here we go. It's a dump away. And he's forgotten the disturbing presence. But past reroll, it actually succeeds. And there's the first mistake made by this Wood Elf team. And luck would have it, he makes the past reroll. And the elves absolutely running away. There's a solid hit. And it's a critical bell run. That would have been the player in one of the best positions to go get him. He's down. Well, what you gonna do now? You got to get the ball carrier. And there's not many options. I think this is probably your best option here. He's got 2 heads. Best chance of making these dodges in. And he does not declare the blitz with the 2 heads. Oh, this is very dangerous. How is he doing this one? No, that's definitely not it. There it goes. Precious reroll. He makes it. Where are you going? And unfortunately, it looks like Nerves has finally gotten the best of this Nurgle team. It's despair indeed, but my own fans are going wild. And there it is. Celebration by the fans. Yes, we're turning out the cast. We can't, in all despair and respect of the poor Nurgle team, we can't show the winning touchdown. That's it. The cameraman belly, he stalled off in disgust. There you go. 2-1. Barely my cameraman now has to figure out how to pay the bookie off on that one because he put a lot of money on it. I guess it didn't go the right way, did it? 2-1. Shows you what Nurgle can actually do in a critical game. Sometimes that's what it all comes down to. It was incredible drive, incredible fight. Thank you so much, lads. Good luck in the next round there to Axeman, advancing to the final 8. As for Puss and Boyle, we're looking forward to seeing that coach next season. Good luck to you all, and let's see what goes on the next round.